Hi guys, the focus of today's video is the past continuous tense. For example, yesterday at 12 o'clock we were having lunch at an outdoor cafe. Here on the board we have the timeline which will help you to understand the use of the tense. It is now. We are here on the timeline, and this part of the timeline represents the past. So here something finished in the past, and here something started. So this part of the timeline is yesterday, and here is now. So yesterday, let's say that at 11 we came to the cafe and we started having our lunch. And at 1 o'clock we finished our lunch. But here in the middle we were having lunch. So at 12 o'clock we were in the process of having lunch. We don't say when we started, and we don't say when we finished. So in this case, we need to use the past continuous tense. Now let's have a look at how to form the past continuous tense. For the positive sentences, for I, he, she, and it, you need to use the verb was. I was, he was, she was, it was, plus a verb with the ing ending. Reading, sleeping, eating, cooking, walking. Will you repeat after me? I was walking. He was reading. She was cooking. It was raining. For you, we, and they, we use the verb were. You were, we were, they were, plus a verb with the ing ending. Will you repeat after me? You were talking, we were waiting, they were listening. To make the negative sentence, for I, he, she, and it, you use wasn't. Can you repeat after me? I wasn't. He wasn't. She wasn't. It wasn't. Plus a verb with the ing ending. Will you repeat after me? I wasn't reading. He wasn't waiting for me. She wasn't cooking. It wasn't snowing. For you, we, and they, we need to use weren't plus the verb with the ing ending. Will you repeat after me? You weren't. We weren't. They weren't. You weren't listening. We weren't speaking. They weren't driving. To make yes or no question, you start with was or were, and then a subject and a verb with the ing ending. For example, was I sleeping? Was he waiting for me? Was she reading? Was it raining? Were you driving? Were you sleeping? Were they reading? If you want to make a question with a question word, then you need to put the question word at the beginning of your sentence. For example, what were you doing? Why were you sleeping? What was she cooking? What were they reading? So this is how to make the past continuous tense. Now we're going to have a look at some more cases when to use this tense. For this, we come back to the first case when we use the past continuous. So this is the timeline, and at 1 p.m. we were having lunch at an outdoor cafe. So the action was in the progress in some specific time in the past. And we don't say when the action started or when the action finished. We just specify that we were in the process of doing it. The next case when we can use the past continuous, this is case number 2. And I want you to have a look at this timeline. So we are here, this is now, and this part is the past. And this is my action that I was doing. I was having a shower, and while I was doing it, another action happened. So something happened in the middle of this process, so it stopped this process. For example, I was having a shower and my phone rang. So while I was having a shower, something happened, so my phone rang. This action that was in the progress is used in the past continuous tense. And the action that happened while that action was in the progress is used in the past simple. The next case is case number 3. This is the timeline. We're here, this is now, and this part represents the past. We have here 2 activities which were happening at the same time in the past. It means that they were happening simultaneously. For example, while I was cooking, my husband was washing the dishes. And finally, we can use the past continuous to describe some atmosphere or some introduction to the main story. For example, you can say that I left home and people were walking, birds were singing, the sun was shining, the wind was blowing, and it wasn't raining. So here you describe the atmosphere and you use the past continuous tense. Now let's have a short exercise to practice this tense. Will you open the brackets and use the verbs in the correct form, either past continuous or past simple? Number 1. When Casey washed the dishes, she dropped the glass. When Casey was washing the dishes, she dropped the glass. Number 2. What you do at 6 p.m. What were you doing at 6 p.m.? Number 3. It rained when I look out. It was raining when I looked out. Number 4. While the kids play, their parents look at them. While the kids were playing, their parents were looking at them. I hope you did well. That's it for now. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch our videos for learning English. Have a great day. Bye bye.